Hi, good morning, dear students.
Good
Good
morning,
Good
morning,
sir.
morning,
sir.
sir. Good morning, sir.
Very
Good
good
morning.
morning. Have you all solved exercise 1.5? So, any doubts regarding exercise 1.5? Please tell me. Yes, anybody? Doubts regarding exercise 1.5? Means ask me now. Otherwise, I will move to next. So, in exercise 1.5, first main is classify the following numbers as rational numbers or irrational numbers. Second main is simplify each of the following question. Each of the following expressions. So I will solve one. Okay. In second main, fourth one, I want to solve root 5 minus root 2 into bracket of root 5 plus root 2. So this is already in the form of a minus b into bracket of a plus b. We write this as a square minus b square, that is 5 square minus root 2 square. Here square and square would get cancelled. Square and square would get cancelled. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, this can be solved like this. So in first question, what is they have given? 3 plus root 3 into bracket of 2 plus root 2. So this is not in the form of a plus b into bracket of a minus b, and also terms are different. So we have to solve manually. So first term into second bracket. So 3 into 2 plus root 2, and then second term into second bracket, plus second term is what? Plus root 3 into bracket of 2 plus root 2. Okay, that is equal to 3 2s are 6. 3 into 2 is 6, plus 3 into root 2 is 3 root 2, plus root 3 into 2 is 2 root 3, plus root 3 into root 2 is root 2, root 3 into root 2. Write this like this. 6 plus here 3 root 2, here 2 root 3. They are not the same. So keep as it is. Plus root 6 is the answer. Okay, like that you have to solve second and third one. Okay, so we'll move to third question. So recall pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference c. Pi is defined as ratio of the circumference phi of a circle to its diameter, say d, that is pi is equal to c by d. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is a irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? Andre c by d ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 22/7 ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 22/7 ಅಂತ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಏನಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2πr. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನೇನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ, ಪೈ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇದು ಡಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಡಯಾಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ 2 times ದಿ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್. ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ number, large decimal expansion. So that is not having no end. It is not a terminating and also never ending, non terminating, non repeating decimal expansion. So it is called as irrational number. Okay, right. So fourth one, represent root 9.3 on the number line. So this one I already told you that simply solve like this. So by using, so take AB as 9.3 unit, and from B to D will give root 9.3 value. Okay, so year to year 9.3 and year to year 1 unit. Okay, then find the midpoint. After that, draw a semicircle. From B, draw a perpendicular to D. That B to D value gives you what? Root 9.3 value. Okay, so that is how we representing the root 9.3. Okay, right. We'll move to next question, fifth one. That is, rationalize the denominator of the following. Rationalize the denominator of the following. Denominator of the following. So first one, what is that? 1 divided by root 7. So rationalizing factor of root 7 is what? So to root 7 becomes a rational number. What we have to multiply? We already discussed this type in example section in previous class. Anyone say what we have to multiply for this? For this, we have to multiply root 7 for numerator and denominator. So again, it will remain the same. See here. So if they get cancelled, means 1 divided by root 7 remains without change. Okay. So root 7 into 7 is root 7 into 1 is root 7 divided by root 7 into root 7 is 7, or you may write root 49. 7 sevens are 49. Root 49 is again 7. So this is the rationalizing factor. So here denominator is rationalized, means denominator is purely a rational number. Okay, right. So second one, I will solve second one, and then after I will go for next concept. Okay, second one, 1 divided by root 7 minus root 6. So what is the rationalizing factor of root 7 minus root 6? Root 7 minus root 6 is what? Anyone say, are you there or not? Bhagya, Soumya, Sahana, Amruta, Bhumika, Vishala, Charan, Maunesh, Sindhu, Priyanka, Srushti, Sanjana. Huh? Anyone there or not? Answer anything. Rationalizing factor of root 7 minus root 6 is what? Hello? No one knows? So how?
Sir, one.
What?
Sir, 1 by root 7 minus root 6 is equal to 1 by into 7.
Say anything.
Sir, 1 by root 7 minus root 6 is equal to root 7 into root 6 by divided by root 7 into root 6.
No. That is totally wrong. So rationalizing in previous class only I told you that if it has minus sign in between them means its rationalizing factor as positive sign in between them, not multiplication sign, not into. Okay, rationalizing factor of root 7 minus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6. Iste the rationalizing factor root 7 plus root 6, so that we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by root 7 plus root 6. That is 1 divided by root 7 minus root 6 is multiplied by both numerator and denominator with root 7 plus root 6 divided by root 7 plus root 6. That is equal to, so multiply this to 1 means that is root 7 plus root 6 itself divided by, so here it is in the form of a minus b into bracket of a plus b. May I write it is in it is root 7 whole square minus root 6 whole square, because it is in the form of a minus b into bracket of a plus b, that is a square minus b square. Next step is root 7 plus root 6 divided by, so square and square root get cancelled, becomes 7 minus square and square root get cancelled, becomes 6. That is equal to root 7 plus root 6 divided by 1. It means answer is root 7 plus root 6. Everyone got the point? Yes, you can take the screenshot now. So this completes exercise 1.5. So remaining in the same exercise, do yourself. I will move to next concept now. Okay. So laws of exponents for real numbers. Laws of exponents for real numbers. So all of you know what are the laws of exponents. So what are the laws of exponent? Anyone say? Anyone law? What is the first law? What is the first law of exponent?
Sir, root AB is equal to root A into B.
No. What is the first law of exponent?
Sir, bracket A.
Will you all learnt it or not? In 6th standard it came, in 7th standard it came, also in 8th standard. Now you are in 9th standard.
Sir,
So
sir,
first law of
bracket
a raised to m into a raised to n is written as a raised to m plus n. This is the first law of exponent. A raised to m into a raised to n is written as a raised to m plus n. So for example, if 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 5 directly written as 2 raised to 3 plus 5, that is 2 raised to 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. So 2 raised to 8. So this is the first law of exponent. So the second law, a raised to m whole raised to n is written as a raised to m into n. A raised to m into n. For example, 2 raised to 3 whole raised to 2, okay, is written as 2 raised to 3 into 2, that is 2 raised to 6. This is the second law of exponent. And we'll move to third law. So a raised to m divided by a raised to n, okay, is equal to a raised to m minus n if m is greater than n. So this is possible only when m is greater than n. Then we write this as a raised to m minus n. One more thing, a raised to m divided by a raised to n is written as 1 divided by a raised to n minus m if n is greater than m. So here n is greater than means we have to take m to the denominator and subtract it. If m is greater than n means take the n to numerator and subtract it with m. So these are comes under third law of exponent. Okay, so we'll move to fourth law. That is a raised to m into b raised to m. A raised to m into b raised to m is written as ab whole raised to m. Here exponent are same, bases are different. That is why take common exponent to both the bases. Here bases are different, but exponent is same. So take an exponent common to both the bases. ab whole raised to m. In the same way, fifth law says that a raised to m divided by b raised to m. Then we write this as ab whole raised to a divided by b whole raised to m, because here numerator and denominator are different but their exponents are same. So to the fraction, whole fraction, take the exponent common. Okay, so for this example, for the third law, if I write 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 3. See here, bases are same for numerator and denominator. A are the bases, m and n are the exponents. See here, 2 and 2 means bases are same, exponents are different. So for this, here m is greater than n. It means 2 raised to 5 minus 3. That is 2 raised to 2 is the answer. So for this, if it is 5 raised to 3 divided by 5 raised to 8. So here exponent in the denominator is greater, isn't it? In the denominator, exponent is greater than the exponent in the numerator. So I will write this as 1 divided by 5 raised to 8 minus 3. That is equal to 1 divided by 5 raised to 5. 5 raised to 5 in the denominator. So this example over. So if I move to this one, example 2 into 2 raised to 3 5 raised to 3. See here, bases are different, 2 and 5, but exponent are same, 3 and 3. So this is the fourth law of exponent. We write this as 2 into 5 whole raised to 3. Okay, that is equal to 2 5s are 10. 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3. See, because 2 5s are 10 whole raised to 3. Write it as. So for the fifth law example, 2 by 5. So 2 raised to 4 and 5 raised to 4 if I taken. So in the numerator and denominator, bases are different, but exponent are same. In this time, we have to write 2 by 5 whole raised to 4. Okay. So these are the laws we were studied in previous classes only. Now, by using those laws, we can solve the exercise 1.6. And one more thing we have to learn. There is a note. So what is that? A 1 divided by a raised to n can be written as, if you take this a raised to n to the numerator, then it becomes a raised to minus n. So this is the identity, like that identity, sub law of this. Okay. So otherwise, a raised to minus n is there, means you can write 1 divided by, if you take this to denominator, means this is a raised to n. Okay. So and also, so a raised to n is there, means if you take this to the denominator, that becomes 1 divided by a raised to minus n. So it is already in positive exponent. If you want to convert this into negative exponent, we have to do like this, 1 divided by a raised to minus n if it comes to the denominator. So by knowing all these things, we can solve the further. And also one more thing, you have to make note, any number raised to 0 is always 1. So a may be any number. It may be rational, or it may be irrational, or it may be integer, anything else. To the power 0 is always equal to 1. Any number to the power 0 is always equal to 1. So you all must know this common thing. Right? Okay. We'll move to next concept. In the same way, the basic laws of exponent are written. See, so if they have given nth root of a, nth root of a. So what is nth root? So this is the square root. This is a square root, means here it has number 2. If they have not written any number here, means you consider as square root. We always indicate this sign as square root, isn't it? So if the square root, if the root is like this, means it is a square root. So cube root of, so we read this as cube root of a, fourth root of a, fifth root of a, sixth root of a, and so on, nth root of a. Okay, so this square root be written as a raised to 1 by 2, this as a raised to 1 by 3, a raised to 1 by 4, a raised to 1 by 5, a raised to 1 by 6. It means we write this in the form of exponent as a raised to 1 by n. So this is what? A raised to 1 by n. If they are given in the form of root means, if you want to write that in the form of exponent like this. Okay. So we write generally any root, any nth root be written as a raised to 1 divided by n. This is the main thing. You have to note it. This example, cube root of 2. See here, this is we read this as cube root of 2, written as 2 raised to 1 by 3. 2 raised to 1 by 3. So if they have written a raised to m by n, see here, a raised to m by n. So we write this as a raised to 1 by n into m. So m into 1 is m, okay, divided by n, okay. So we write this as again a raised to 1 by n whole raised to m. So we are using second law of exponent here. So again we write a raised to 1 by n is what? Nth root of a whole raised to m. See, by exponent we are moving to the actual, right? By knowing these concepts, we directly move to solve the exercise. So today we end here only with solving two more examples. See here example regarding the exercise 17 square into 17 to the power minus 5. See here 17 square into 17 to the power minus 5. How will you solve? This is equal to, so it is in the form of a raised to m, b raised to m. So you can write 17 whole raised to 2 plus of minus 5 plus of, because here a raised to m into a raised to n is written as a raised to m plus a raised to m plus n. In the same way here, see here bases are same, exponents are different. So if bases are same, exponents are different, and in the form of multiplication, then we have to add their exponents. Here also we are doing the same. Here bases are same and they are in multiplication, exponents are different, so we are adding the terms. So 2 plus of minus 5. So what will happen? 17, 2 minus plus into minus is minus 5. So ದೊಡ್ಡದರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದನ್ನ ಕಳಿಬೇಕು, ಈ ತರ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇದ್ದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ. ಸೊ 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 3, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಚಿಹ್ನೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಮೈನಸ್, ಸೊ ಕೀಪ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ವಿತ್ 3. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 17 to the power minus 3. We have to keep this in the form of positive sign, means take this to the denominator, 1 divided by 17 to the power 3, by we using here this law. A raised to minus n means 1 divided by a raised to n. We can write like this here. Okay, so here one more example I have to consider. 2 raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 3. How will you solve this? Here See, bases are same, exponents are different. Bases are same, exponent are different. So I am writing with the first law 2 raised to 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. See here, here we have already solved the exponents, fractions like this by adding. Okay. So 2 raised to, in the denominator, take the LCM 3 because denominators are 3. So in the numerator it becomes 2 plus 1, that is equal to 2 raised to 3 divided by 3. 3 by 3 is get cancelled. 1, 3 ones are 3 ones are. So that becomes 2 raised to 1, that is 2. You can solve like this. Okay. After all, knowing these laws of exponent and how to write roots in terms of laws of exponent, we can solve easily exercise 1.6. Okay, that will be done in the next class. Okay, if you doing the 1.6 in notes means you can solve yourself. If any doubts, ask me in the next class. Okay. Hello. Any? So there is no interaction between me and you. So what I do? So 21 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಒಬ್ರು ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವನ್ ದೋ ಕಿತ್ತೂರಾಣಿ ಚೆನ್ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ದೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ. Okay, anyhow, take care, bye bye, we'll meet in the
Thank
next
you,
class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.